Hello everyone, and welcome. This is Dark Ephemera, Dark Arts and Crafts, and this is my quiet talking let's look at my stuff channel. Sometimes ASMR if that's how you lean. That's all right by me. I like a little quiet chatting, and I also like a little ASMR sometimes, but it's kind of hard to tell what triggers people, but at the very least, it is the world's only Godzilla ASMR channel. I doubt that. Godzilla-based ASMR channel. At the moment, we are in the spring of 2022, spring/summer, and I am kind of just going over my collection. So hopefully I will give you some information concerning pieces that unfortunately might not be available in the stores at the moment, but maybe you can find a decently priced one at a toy show or something like that. So today we are going to be looking at my Playmates collection. Playmates came out, I think, primarily Walmart, but I found some of the pieces also at a game store and also at Target. So, and one final piece that I only just got recently, I had to buy on eBay, so we'll show you that one. Make some space for myself, sorry about that. So I'll start by saying Playmates is a company that made these figures. They had 11-inch figures and they had 6-inch figures. I decided to really collect the 6-inch figures. I did not get everything though. So I'm going to be reading from Wikizilla, the Kaiju Encyclopedia, about the information about these. So to start with, the Godzilla vs. Kong figures, they started to appear on the Walmart website in July of 2020. So the thing is, Godzilla vs. Kong, because of COVID, had several changes in its release date. Ultimately, it was released in March of 2021. But none of these things had spoilers. There was trailers out there, so we saw all this stuff. So I don't know exactly when they started selling them. And in the first wave, they had two different Godzillas, a Kong, and one enemy, the Skullcrawler. So let's take a peek at what I have. Giles. Giles should not be eating my figures. So this is the basic Godzilla. And the tail is soft. Interesting. Articulation in the hips, not the knees. Shoulders, not the elbows. Nothing in the hand. And the mouth opens and closes. There is, hard to see, but like a little hole up in here, which is where the heat ray comes out of. Oh, this is Giles, by the way. He used to be adorable when he was a kitten. And now he's an adult cat. He's just kind of does whatever he wants to do. Say hi to everybody, Giles. No? Giles says hi. So, in the first wave, this one was 6-inch Godzilla with heat ray. And I can get my, oops. I put all the little accessories in a separate bag. So this is the heat ray, and as you can see, this little knob here goes in the hole in his mouth. It's pretty cool looking. I like that it's made out of this clear material. Also in the first wave, this version, I turn him so that he looks, and you can kind of see that he has darker skin, so this could be like at night. Also, his spines are more clear. And this one was referred to as Radio Tower because he's holding and crushing a radio tower. My accessories bag. Okay, this is the radio tower, and here's the crush mark. And again, it's just made sort of out of a soft plastic. And I guess it goes in like that. I couldn't actually, to be honest, I couldn't quite get it. I hope this doesn't make you frustrated watching me struggling with these things. I try not to do this too much because this is supposed to be a relaxing video and not something that you want to be annoyed at. When you get it, the tail is separate. It's a sort of ball joint, so it's movable in this way. And again, this is the exact same build. And again, his mouth opens and closes. So if I wanted to put the heat ray in here as well, perfectly reasonable. And the other thing I forgot is what they call battle damage, and that's this section here. It pops up showing red that he's injured. And all the figures that are made from the same mold have the same piece. It just sort of slips in pretty easily because really it's pretty gruesome looking. Battle damage. Did I say that right? I'm not sure. So radio tower and heat ray, these were the two Godzilla figures in wave 1. Okay, put these aside, and Giles, entertain them while I'm away. Okay, I'm back. There was one Kong, which I did not get, and also in Wave 1 was this enemy, the Skullcrawler, which technically was from the Godzilla movie. He's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm just going to back away from Giles a little bit. Giles, there's not enough room on this table for you and me. I think this tail came separate, again, like a ball joint, so you can move that around. You've got kind of hip and elbow. Or is that a, no, wait. Is that his hip or his shoulder? Wow. Maybe shoulder and elbow. And as you saw, the mouth opens. Very impressive. There's also battle damage on him. It's this whole back piece. I can tell you, if I break a nail, look at that. Gruesome. I'm pretty sure he doesn't live. So, don't think there were skull crawlers in Godzilla vs. Kong, but there were definitely skull crawlers in Kong Skull Island. So these are creatures. I like the detail on the hands. Creatures that are good for your collection. Awesome. Okay, so, and I don't know how long it was before this happened, but then there was a second wave of figures because there were some spoilers. And I'm going to tell you spoilers right now for Godzilla vs. Kong if you don't know, but here it goes. There was a new monster called a Warbat. That set had another version of Kong, as well as the highly anticipated Mecha Godzilla. And then there was another set of both Godzilla and Kong called Hong Kong Battle. So let's take a look at some of these. So here is the spoiler that they didn't want to release the toy for until the movie came out, and that is that Mechagodzilla is in this. This is really pretty amazing looking. Not as detailed as the 11-inch figure, but still really pretty impressive. Jaw opens and closes. We got sort of, that elbow is not moving, but the shoulder is. Hips and a little bit on the knee. Oh, it looks like it would move, but it's not. I do not want to break this. Jaw. Really very impressive. A little, I remember it being a little awkward to try to stand because the feet are so weird. Okay. The feet are a little weird. So, he also has a section of battle damage. I'm guessing it's not blood and guts, but machinery. Oh no. He's machine all the way down. Okay. And then there was another set of Godzilla. You can really see that it's the same mold. Mouth opens. There's a hole. Oh, that's much easier to see. There's a hole for the heat ray. And it's called Hong Kong Battle, and Hong Kong was so brightly lit with neon, and this is just the neon reflecting. And this is like my favorite figure from this wave and from pretty much the whole set. It's so beautiful. They used a clear here in the chest piece. The battle damage is still blood red because that's how he gets hurt. He's not a machine. The spines are also semi-transparent. At the end of this, I'll put all three of the figures because you could see that they're exactly the same. They just have different coloration. Even the tip of the tail has a certain, you can see through it, transparency. Super nice. So there was a companion Kong called Hong Kong Battle Kong, right? And it had the same coloring, but again, I wasn't collecting the Kongs. I'm still not really. And then the one last piece from that series, from the second wave, that I could not find in the stores to save my life, and eventually got fairly recently for a decent price on eBay, is Warbat. So now you can see the packaging that it was in. There's the Kong with the battle axe, heat ray, radio tower. There was a different Kong with a fighter jet, but he looked pretty much the same. Skullcrawler. he looks like he is. Wow, he looks like he's going to be tough to get sorted out, but let's give it a shot here. A little bit of tape. Okay. Another wing with battle damage. Battle damage piece is really... Oh boy. What is... Okay, I see it. I'm sorry about that. I am fumbling around here. Oh, wow, he's really nice looking. I guess the wings go on here. That's good. Ooh-wee. Nice. And the way the tail is, that's a very sturdy base. King Ghidorah can take some lessons from that. And there is a fighter jet. Kind of taped flat. I'll show it to you. So add to my collection of tiny vehicles. Tiny vehicles that are completely ineffectual against Kong or Godzilla. Okay. Put that in there. Ooh, it's sticky. It's sticky from the tape. So this... That's very good. I think this goes like this. I'll have to look at a picture. I'm assuming the spines are on the inside. Yeah. I think I'm doing this right. It's such an odd curve, though. Why does it seem so curved? Oh, wow. Oh, this turns. I did not realize that. It still seems like an odd curve. Rare. That Warbat is such an awesome figure. Nice. So let's see, what else was in that set? It was really just the... Oh, there was another 6-inch figure, I guess, called Supercharged Godzilla. I did not buy that one. It looked exactly the same. He just had a different stance. Head, instead of pointing forward, was like pointing up as if he was shooting a ray up. So his body had a slightly more elongated and upward pointing. I didn't think it was worth it to get another piece like that. I think these figures are really nice, and they're great for playing with, you know, because they're pretty sturdy. Now I'm going to get the other two pieces. Oh, sorry, let me get the other two pieces. Here we go. I promised to show you this at the end, just so you could see the merry little parade of But Warbat and Mechagodzilla and Skullcrawler are your three enemies that you get in this set. And of course you get variations of Kong, and these are the main variations of Godzilla. This one's called Hong Kong Battle, and it comes with a heat ray. This one was Radio Tower, and it comes with a crushed radio tower. And this one was Heat Ray, and it comes with a heat ray. Actually, I'm missing a heat ray. I think it was Hong Kong Battle that someone had stolen the heat ray out of. You just saw how the package was. It's just sort of open. So I think someone just wanted to grab that heat ray. Fine, it doesn't matter. All the heat rays are interchangeable because they all kind of look like this. Now let me move this aside because just these I got around the time the movie came out, before and just after the movie came out. But recently I got, oh, where did I put it? I'm missing it now. Hang on a second, let me pause the video. So recently I got this piece called City Battle Godzilla, and as you can see it looks very much coloration, the same clear spines, but they've added this red tone to it, reddish brownish tone to it, because he's fighting in a burning city. So I do like this particular sculpt. And as you can see I have 4 versions of it, with Hong Kong Battle being my favorite because he's just gorgeous. Look at that, that's gorgeous. I have kind of, you know, we all have little minor quibbles. This American version of Kong, I'm a little disappointed that proportionately his head is so small, because it makes him look like a big old dumb monster. Whereas the original Godzillas, they had this proportionate head that made them look like they were intelligent people or something. Though I know we've gone beyond the guy in a suit, but that's kind of the vibes that it gave me. But it's cool. And also, when you get a really good close-up of him, you can see the emotion and everything else, so that's perfectly fine. Oh, the teeth are terrible. They're just not very well painted. Nobody even bothered with this one. That's fine. So that's it. Wave 1 and Wave 2 of the 6-inch figures from Playmates. And I believe the series was referred to as Monsterverse. And it was also marketed under, of course, Godzilla vs. Kong. And these came out. Oh, it was a wide range because the date kept changing. But it wasn't until after the movie came out in March of 2021 that they released the pieces that were spoilers, such as Mecha Godzilla and, to a certain degree, Warbat, just to show a new monster, a new kaiju in the universe. I wish they had done some of the other kaiju from King of the Monsters, but for some reason Playmates only did Kong Skull Island, then Godzilla vs. Kong. So they didn't do Godzilla King of the Monsters, and so we don't have like a 6-inch behemoth or some of the other characters. I really would love to see some of that, some of the new kaiju that were featured in that. Okay. So that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Dark Ephemera saying thank you for watching my video. Have a happy Halloween, and I hope your Godzilla collection is looking good. Thanks.